It is Monday, August 8th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back with our three best picks of the day. We got one game pick, one player prop, one no earned first inning, and our hit streak props coming your guys' way.
As always, guys, just do us a real quick favor. Go down, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow this channel. Also, Austin did mention it's August 8th. That's a special day. It's my girlfriend Krista's birthday. So happy birthday to her. Let's win some money on her birthday, as always.
And we've been absolutely crushing the books on a 12-2 run. We're going to recap yesterday. It was a 3-1 day. Look, we almost were able to bring out the brooms. Been on a great run. We had Pirates, first five. They clutch up, get it done. Oh, man, that was the Pirates. They didn't bring the bats to the fifth inning, but you know what? That's all we needed. Now, I had the Phillies team total under was our only loss of the day. I did. They absolutely – I don't even know how to explain that one. But either way, the other picks did step up. No run first inning. NRFI Nation got to wave the flags in that. Padres versus Dodgers, no run or under 4.5 in the first five. Great call, Logan. Logan's been on an absolute heater. If we've been helping you make some money, go hit that subscribe button. We certainly would appreciate it. And look, we've been saying, and I try to promote it day in and day out, at the end of the month, we're donating 10 cents for every single subscriber we gain in August. So go run up that number. We want to donate a lot of money to charity at the end of the month. So hit that subscribe button. It takes only 1 second out of your day. Also, if we've been helping you make some money, if you want to support the channel just a little bit more, go become a COS All-Star. Only $2.99 a month. We all love all of our All-Stars. You get some cool added perks like the NRFI Nation flag that you can put in the chat. You can put in the comments and whatnot. We have a couple new All-Stars. Your Vision, Robert, Keyvon, and Shan. We love you guys. You allow me to do this. Yes, I am going to change the scenery. We're at Animal Kingdom. I'm looking off and looking at the zebras and whatnot, but we're going to keep making you guys some money. We're devoted. But Logan, you've been on a heater. I got nothing else to say for the people. What do you got for today? We got a short slate.
Yeah, the slate is short, and I would remind people bankroll manage. I wouldn't play a 5-game parlay or whatever in this slate, right? It's very unpredictable. There wasn't a ton that we loved. But I did find one that intrigues me, and we're going to the Nationals versus Cubs game, right? Now I'm taking the Nationals plus 0.5 in the first five. Odds to be determined on this one. Now, why do I say that? Because only right now one book has it. And it's like minus 105 on that one, and Cubs is like minus 120. So if I do line reading off one book, I mean that's not very accurate. I want the other books to come out with this, but scheduled to start is Anibal Sanchez, right? Sanchez 0-4, 7.65 ERA on paper. Yuck, right? Like you look at those numbers. Nothing wants to pick that. But also look at who Sanchez has faced, right? His stats are bad, but he's faced the Braves offense, the Cardinals offense, the Mets offense in some of those starts. So Sanchez, I mean, he's faced the gauntlet, right? Cubs, are they a gauntlet of an offense? No, as Austin could attest. 18th in runs, 27th in strikeouts at home. The Cubs have been shut out 3 times in the last 7 games. I mean, look, if that isn't enough to just like give me hope that Anibal Sanchez can go out there and pitch a decent game, I mean, I don't know what is, right? The Cubs offense, is just kind of putrid. A lot of the times those young hitters don't know what they're looking at. And Sanchez has a pitch. If for any of you who don't know, he's 38 years old, so he's been around the block a few times. He's got this like butterfly curveball that he throws sometimes, 70-mile-per-hour pitch. Look, he throws a lot of off-speed pitches, and if those Cubs hitters do get impatient, that they might strike out. I'm just saying, I don't know his K prop wouldn't take that, but I think Sanchez is likely to go 5 innings. And all we ask for is like a quality start. Those Nats pitchers, as Austin picked against yesterday, they don't even give him a chance to win the game. All I want is a chance from Sanchez, and I think he's savvy enough to be able to navigate through that lineup and give us a chance to cash this first 5 bet. Now on the other side, we got Keegan Thompson, right? You look at his last 3 starts, 5-0 and 5 earned runs in those last 3 starts. I mean, 2 of those are what I call a catastrophic start, right? Like that doesn't necessarily give your team a chance to win when you're giving up 5 earned runs. Now you look at his ERA, 2.5 ERA at home, and that might make you feel a little bit more comfortable, but I'm still looking at those whips in the last 3 starts, a 2.57 whip, 0.57 whip, which is a good one sandwiched in there, and a 2.77 whip. Those whips are just dangerously high. Like if the Nationals bring the bats today, they could really get to Keegan Thompson, right? Like Sanchez, Thompson has faced some decent offense, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. St. Louis and the Mets are some of those bad starts. But look at those last 6 games too. Thompson has had games where he's allowed 10 hits, 6 hits, 8 hits twice. So he's what I like to call, a hit parade guy. Now, what does that mean, right? It's exactly the similar path that we had yesterday to the Pirates' first 5 and how we cashed that one, right? Like the Pirates through 4 innings are making me regret everything, right? Watkins had a perfect game through 4, and then in the 5th he imploded. He had a hit parade, and that's what Thompson has shown can happen to him. Hope the Nationals bring the bats. They have been bringing the bats so far in August. Washington hitting 270 in August. Nationals are also 5th best in batting average on the road. Guys, Washington first in strikeouts on the road too. What they need to do is make Keegan Thompson work today. I think we stand an okay chance of cashing this one on a limited slate. I do like the Nationals plus a half in the first 5. Not the sexiest pick, but one that I think has a decent chance of cashing. Austin, what do we got for today?
Yeah, so we're back on the hit streak challenge before getting to my official play. We've been talking about, we're rolling over the money. So yesterday we had Ty France and Trey Turner. I didn't even include that in the recap. That cash. So today we're going to go to another 2 guys very good at baseball. Hopefully they both can get a hit. I think we're up to about $34.97. We're going Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Pete Alonso. Polar Bear Pete and Vladdy, go get it done. Hopefully we can go to day 3 of that challenge. We'll be up to over $60. That would be absolutely awesome. Now, for my pick for the day, I'm going to go to one. It'll be Chris Bassett of the Mets to record a win, minus 130 on DraftKings. Now, obviously, I can't pull up the odds now. This is a play that sometimes a lot of books don't really have this. So I wanted to give you guys a couple pivots, and these will be them. Now, if you're on a normal book, maybe like a FanDuel or DraftKings, and maybe you are in a state that doesn't have this pitcher prop, I look at the Mets' first 5 result, which means they have to win the first 5, and then the full game money line. That's minus 155, so a little bit more juice than the minus 130 that I'm given, but still a pretty solid bet. And then we look at Bassett. I like his over in fantasy points today if you're on like a PrizePicks or maybe an Underdog. Now, let's dive into this. I wouldn't really take his K prop personally. I think it's like 6.5. I wouldn't touch that. But let's look at the Mets today. Find themselves as minus 300 favorites. They're minus 124 on the minus 1.5 first 5 run line, not just the full game run line. They're like minus 160 on the full game run line. So this is a big Mets team that is very, very favored today. And, we do look at them obviously coming off a big series against the Braves, winning 4 of those 5 games. And this could be a letdown spot, but I don't see that happening. Bassett's pitched way too well for them to let down here. He's 8-7 on the year, just a 3.62 ERA, 1.12 whip. He did win his last start versus the Nationals, 7 innings pitched, 0 earned runs allowed in that game. And but look at he's pitched better at home. The only problem is he's getting no run support at home. If you look at Bassett, when he gets 3+ runs scored, he's 8-0 on the record. Now, he hasn't won all 8 of his starts. He only has had 3+ runs scored in like 13 of his starts, but he's pitched pretty well. And the Mets swinging super hot bets. I mean, this is a team that's won 8 of their last 10 games. Their starter recorded a win in all 8 of those starts. The Reds, this is why we're taking it. They're starting Justin Dunn. And a lot of you guys might be like, who the heck's that guy? Yeah, exactly. He's making his first MLB start in over a year since June 17th, 2021. And it's not like he was lighting up minor leagues. No, he was actually terrible. Just the Reds traded all their starting pitchers, so they got to bring up some guys. And done. 6.75 ERA, 1.82 whip in the minors. This is a guy that's been struggling. Now he has to go up against the Mets, who are just absolutely scorching the ball. I mean, you look at it. I just don't know how we don't take this one. I mean, and there's only we look at the Mets' first 5 team total, sitting at over 2.5 at minus 145, over 3.5 at plus 117. Mets are hitting 313 against right-handed pitchers in August, first in the MLB. They're having an OPS of .898 in August. Second in the MLB. This is a team that's absolutely crushing it. And when we get into the bullpen, which we'll see Bassett probably pitch about 6 innings, you get into the bullpen, Mets, 11th best bullpen in the MLB, which isn't the best, but still pretty good. And then you got the worst bullpen in the league on the other side, the Reds. So maybe we go into the 6th and 7th inning with maybe a 1-run lead. We know that the Reds can give up a lot of runs in that extra innings, and don't let that the Reds tie it and lose that win potential for Mr. Bassett. So, look, I'm absolutely loving Chris Bassett today. I love him today. We obviously have a short slate, but I really do think he can record that win for us. So that's what I'm be locking in. But Logan, I think you know what time it is. Everyone should know what time it is. It's Nerf Nation time. Grab those flags. We're waving them. We're having an absolute great time, and we're going to keep getting into it. And today, honestly, Logan, I won't lie to you. The NRFI slate's not very good for us today, but I think we found a great one for the people because we are going Athletics and Angels. Nowhere on first inning. Minus 120 on FanDuel. So not terrible odds. Cole Irvin on the mound for the Athletics. 7-3 on NRFIs at home. Now, he is 19-7 on NRFIs at home since 2019. Been a much better at-home pitcher than on the road. You look at his ERA at home. I think it's below 2. He's been absolutely dialed in at home. He's going up against the Angels offense, 16th in first inning runs. Now, you do look at Irvin's last start, or was against the Angels, was on the road in Anaheim. He did give up a run in the first inning in that game. I think he's going to be dialed in this one. So I think he can give me those first 3 outs. Who's on the mound for the Angels today, Logan?
Yeah, it's Suarez, and I think Suarez can take us home, right? He's 9-2 on NRFIs this year, 5-1 on NRFIs on the road, which is important because a lot of these pitchers that you mentioned have really, crazy home and road splits. Suarez has been decent on the road, right? Especially in the first inning. He's not hopefully going to implode. Oakland, 25th in first inning runs at home. Guys, yesterday, no sweat NRFI. It really was. And it was refreshing to see. And it reminded me again, I was like, yeah, I'll take my chances with the Oakland A's offense, right? Oakland, knock on wood right here. Oakland hasn't scored a first inning run in 6 straight games. Guys, they're a bad offense. And when you're picking no run first innings, you just have to kind of like say, well, I'm picking a NRFI in a bad offensive game, right? Both teams have a first half team total of under 1.5. That's some good line reading for you right there. The Bucks do not expect a whole lot of runs in the early half with these two starting pitchers. So we are going to take the no run first inning. Guys, on a limited slate, I still think we have a really good chance of flying these flags again.
Yeah, let's fly these flags. Let's hopefully bring out the brooms once again. I'll be back to the normal spot, so don't worry about this. It's a one-day shindig. I know the video's a little scuffed, but we're going to keep getting after it. Parlay of the daytime that we always do on Odds Jam. We'll obviously do one today. Even though it's a short slate, we're going for a little bit of value. Got the Nationals money line full game and the Mets -1.5 in the first 5 innings. I believe it's like +3 over +300 value. So if you want to lock that in, look at our Odds Jam parlay. Top link in the description. We appreciate you guys as always. We're gonna be back again Monday or on Tuesday. Hopefully we can continue, maybe bring out the brooms. Been on a great run, 12-2. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Logan, I really appreciate all you guys' love and support. We'll be back again.